What's it like working in intensive care with victims of the coronavirus? It must be really tough.
Hi everyone! Working in intensive care can be very tough. The hours are long and the job is quite draining physically, mentally and emotionally. It's also not my natural environment because I'm normally a doctor that delivers babies. However, a lot of my skills are very transferable and also desperately needed at this time during the pandemic. So it's actually a really good place to be, and that's because it has highly skilled nurses and doctors working there who are able to take extra special care of the patients that need it most.
Is it dangerous for you to work in intensive care? I know there have been complaints by hospital workers that there isn't enough protective clothing for you all.
Across the whole of the UK, there's a big demand for all of this protective clothing. In order to work in the intensive care unit, you must use specialist clothing because there's a very high concentration of coronavirus in the intensive care unit. And so it's really important that all of the people looking after these patients, including all of the doctors, the nurses, any of the cleaners and pharmacists that come in, all wear this same special protective clothing. So in some ways, we are actually specially protected in the intensive care ward because we have access to all of this clothing. The government is working really hard to make sure that we have enough of these supplies to help protect us all.
There are a lot of people dying from the virus. How worried should we be?
People that it tends to affect most tend to be the older population. Now, as a child, the good news is that actually you seem to have a bit more resistance to this virus. Now, the biggest issue if you're a kid is that you can be a carrier of this coronavirus. And the best thing you can do to protect all of those people that you love is to actually stay away at home.